Welcome to Cosmic Comics, Games and Collectibles, your zen of geekism. We carry comics old and new, magazines, toys, games like Pokemon, Magic, D&D. Want Godzilla, Ultraman, Star Trek, Ninja Turtles, Funko Pops? You'll find it all here. Shop our Cosmic Sound Room and pick up a record or two. Enjoy our Comic Coffee Lounge with a cup of Sasquatch coffee or a delicious menu item while geeking out over a super cool movie on our big screen. Come by and say hello to Maui. Cosmic Comic, Games and Collectibles. Superman loves us, and so will you.
Hi everyone, Daphne Lage here. Join Nita Lanning and me on the Ragin' to the Vlogs show, where we talk about everything, nothing, and all the bits in between. Looking for hour-long conversations about indie comics, social media marketing, and crowdfunding, with the occasional rant and story time? Head on over to the Ragin' 2 channel on YouTube, Mondays through Fridays at 11 a.m. Eastern to join in the chat.
Hit the button.
And welcome everybody to your favorite podcast, Critical Blast. I don't know if it is or not, but the song says it, so it must be true. You know, you live by jingles, and that's what we're counting on. We're banking on that. I am RJ Carter, Senior Managing Editor here at CriticalBlast.com, Chief Envelope Licker for Critical Blast Logistics, Myopic Proofreader for Critical Blast Publishing, and of course, receptionist and floor sweeper for Critical Blast Consulting. All real companies. You can look them all up and see what we do. Tonight, we are going to be delving into the world of crowdfunded comics once more. Tonight's guest is no stranger to the show. Been here at least twice before, not nearly as often as we'd love to have him on. Please welcome with me to the show, Mr. Sean Fry, the man behind the Youth Mob. Sean, how are you, sir?
I'm doing good. Happy to be back.
Oh, glad to have you, man. How are things going in St. Louis?
Everything's going well. Cold. Start of the week, 70 degrees, and then about the next day, 30 degrees.
Yeah. Wait 15 minutes, it'll be something new.
Yep. It was heavy rain one day and sleet ice.
Yeah, it's crazy weather in St. Louis. If you want to be a working weatherman, St. Louis is the place to be.
Yes.
Because it's and it's not really that hard to be a weatherman in St. Louis. You just basically, call up Kansas City and see what it's doing and say, okay, in about 3 hours, this is what we're going to have.
Exactly.
So you were with us before, bringing Youth Mob to the world. How is that? How did that go? I mean, Youth Mob is now a real thing. It's been published.
Yes, it is. It's been a whirlwind since our last campaign, going into last year, fully funded and shipped out to everybody. And within like a few months, right after we've done, that we just made it our motto and things that we want all our projects to be as 99% finished before we actually get ready to launch campaigns and stuff now. Because we pretty much learned. Because you need that extra time just to help promote it, help to flush out everything that you're working on, and setting up just as much as you want, like the pre-preparations for getting ready to fund. You need every minute. It's all precious.
Well, you've got it in the hands of actual readers now. It's a physical product. What's the feedback?
Everybody's loved it so far. Like we've been going from convention to convention, selling out, and it like I call this like a really growing process. They're really connecting a lot better than I ever dreamed that they would. Like just initially out the gate, but like every chance to get when they see them, light up and it's something brand new, and they willing to give it a try.
Your mic's got a little bit of underwaterness to it. Yeah, it's not really feedback. It's not an echo, but it's like you're speaking to me through a glass of water sometimes.
Gotcha. Is it a little better?
A little better there when you're closer to it. I don't know what the deal is there. I've had that happen a couple of different times, and I actually don't have my mic hooked up. I usually have an external mic, so if I'm sounding okay, then I will continue without it. But
Gotcha. But yeah, like everywhere we've shown them, they're picking up really well, and we just want to continue on that momentum. That's what this project is getting ready to be.
cool. So can you tell us who the Youth Mob are? I mean, first of all, like we can see them behind you here.
Yeah,
That's not a cover. That's actually how you do your interiors, right? I mean, they're painted, computer, digital panels all the way through.
exactly. My father is an artist that's really inspired by Alex Ross, and he really loved that cool painted style, and that's what he wanted to bring to the project. Give them something that feels cinematic, and that's what we do it. Just mainly the youth. We want to make them as cinematic as possible. Just really cool, fun action pieces and beautiful independent artwork. And simply with each character, we wanted to give them their own personality, flair, style, and just to build upon them. Because in the first issue, we picked up Otto. That's right here over my head. He's like he was an experienced hero before the rest of the team were. And he came into the team with the outright leader. And as you go on the story, he learns more about what it means to be a leader. It's more than bossing everybody around, and he learns just as he can lead without being ever leading a mission or anything like that. And that's what the book is. We just simply you're learning with them, so they starting out brand new and picking up on everything that's coming. And at the end, I try to give them a good little lesson that that's the moral of the story, and that's what we got in the first one, and it's also one in this new one that we're working on.
Now, the faces are all very, very distinctive. Did your dad have? Did he use life models or other models to work from?
He his inspiration was mainly like layouts with the his work, where like he got like poses and stuff from actual like models and poses, like because he took a lot of he teach a lot of classes, and he picked up a lot of different poses from students and stuff, and they like gave him his inspiration for like different poses to layouts, and then a lot of it after that is like looking at people's faces. What he was drawing and stuff, he's looking at faces and then giving them his own spin to them, and it is just came out just like that, which is beautiful works of art.
Well, I was going to ask you if the Youth Mob, now that it's finished, is available on your store.
Yes.
But of course, I've already got it pulled up here, and there it is. So we can actually see a little bit of it here.
Yeah.
And folks, if you want to visit the store, it is, I set this up intentionally to be able to run it, and now I'm not running it. And where does Indiegogo hide the banners? Come on. Oh, they're not under brand. They get their own button to the side, don't they?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yes, at the 3bcomics.com/shop. So,
yes, and that's our website where you can get all our merch. And as we're building upon it, we just add onto it and just giving it more and more. Just that's the location where you get all our upcoming projects, merch, and information that you want to know about everything that we're working on coming soon.
Yeah, I just love the artwork on this cover, and I hope people can see this large enough. Let me.
Yeah,
maybe
it's a beautiful wraparound cover right here. I think I'm gonna test out.
Oh well, I'll just give you the screen.
Yeah.
Look at that. Now your green screen's kind of playing havoc with it, but
Yep.
not too bad.
And then it's the back. It's a little wraparound. This
That looks like a square bound cover. Is that perfect bound there?
Yep, it's perfect bound. It's nice little graphic novel.
Yeah, that's a lot of pages. So
Yeah.
if I'm looking at the store here, I can see you got a little buy it now button. I don't see a $sign anywhere telling me what it's going to be. So I need some information.
I gotta look at that, but yeah, it's just $20 on the site for the physical book, and then it's like I think it's like $10 if you want to get it digitally.
I would want a physical. Of course, everyone should want a physical copy, unless there it is. Okay, now it shows up when I go to the next page here. It's $19.99, and this is your sort of an Incredible Hulk kind of character here.
Yeah, that's our character, Sir Son. He's the we call him he's like the kind of throwaway character. He's a like we consider him like the a running joke character. Like usually you see him, it's usually they take him out in a few seconds. He look really impressive, and then out of the gate they take him down really quick. And you will see him like through as many books as we can possibly get him in, but he usually falls around Otto. Like if in the beginning he was with his brother, it was like the two brothers together fighting him, and now he's end up running into the younger brother Otto with the youth mob now. So he's just a recurring character, like our version of like Condiment Man. It's just a really cool, fun character that when you see him, it's like, okay, it's something really special with him.
All right, now you also get to introduce to some of your main characters down here at the next panel. You got Otto Trip here, and you got Bianca Affet. So, do your superheroes have superhero names, or do they just go by the name they got?
For the most part, a lot of them have superhero names, but most of them just go by their names. And the thing I want to do with this to make my universe just a little bit different, a lot of the heroes don't really have secret identities. Like you see them as that's who they are. They're heroes a majority of the time.
So they're more like reality stars then.
Exactly. In our universe, they are the celebrities. These are the ones that everybody look up to because that was like the mindset me and my father came up with. Like when a world of superheroes, there's no room for celebrities and movie stars. There's no room for that. And that's what they are. They're pretty much rock stars.
And I'm with Otto here. I want a chibi version of myself on my T-shirt.
Yes.
And I'll just wear my own image on my T-shirt.
Yeah, and that was like a really cool thing we wanted to do with him. Coming soon. Like every time you see one of his shirts in the book, you can also get it on the website coming soon. And like he's just that character. Like being a hero just doesn't pay the bills all the time. And he's like, I might as well merchandise myself and make some extra money on the side.
Yeah, and they've beaten Sir Sun.
Yep. And that's Otto's older brother right there, and his girlfriend.
Okay.
Yeah, that was Otto's previous teammate pick. That was because the youth mob story takes place like 2 years after that story. So Otto in that teammate pick story was like 14. Now he's 16, and he's getting ready to go home with the youth mob. He's tired of being a baby brother. Now he's trying to be his own man.
Yeah. Otto's got some serious kid and play hair going there, doesn't he? I mean,
yeah, because it was like my dad was thinking like the best way to do really cool spiky hair and like make it look real. Because when you see him like whenever we do like the traditional comic book art, his hair is usually spiky. So we was like, okay, how are we gonna make spiky hair work? And then that's where my dad came up with the hot top. It was like that's what he's gonna have to symbolize that spiky hair for him. and it worked out. It was just like really cool. And this character right here is the
Samuel L. Jackson.
yeah, he's the leader of youth mob. He like runs the whole government organization that funds the youth mob. His name's Ivan Mercer, and he's our Nick Fury, Amanda Waller type of guy. He he funds everything that goes on with just youth mob, because in our world there's no Justice League in the sense, and this is youth mob is like the government funded superhero group. And that, like in the beginning, we just slowly introducing you to that, and just the world that they exist in.
Now, how did you come up with the name Youth Mob? Because in the real world, mob is never a big group of people doing good. That you never call that a mob.
Exactly.
They're people who are tearing things up or running organized crime or things like that.
Yeah. When I did it, I was thinking of really like a cool variation of that idea, where it was like, how can I turn something bad into like a good idea? Because usually when you think of mob, you think of crime, violence, and stuff like that, and usually it's never a good connotation when it comes to youth. I was like, okay, I'm gonna mesh it up together, and this is gonna be like a new standard for. It represents just young characters coming together and basically into a group. Now, I want to give a really cool positive spin to it, and that's pretty much the whole list of all the characters so far. And some that's been introduced, and some still.
This is a cool collage here. This is like what you should have for your corporate poster.
Yes.
Turn this into prints, and just little like 11 by 17 prints, and have them on the table at conventions.
Yeah.
Just say here.
Yeah. That's pretty much all the characters that's either coming or have been shown so far, and we expanded from there.
That's like, okay. So here's what I was looking for, was the character extended profiles. I don't know who I should look at. I know what I'm looking for, and I'll know him when I see him. I'm looking for the new book.
Yeah. It's like, that's like the main character in our universe, our Superman. Everybody knows that character in the universe. Reference him, talk about him, just all sorts like that.
I'm looking for the CODY VALIANT. That's what I'm thinking of. Couldn't get the name out. Is he a character?
I don't think I'll put CODY at the top yet, because like he's getting ready to come up, so, and I got to really update him going forward. But yeah, this is the next big character going into our universe. He's our space cowboy. He introduced the wider view of the universe, like introduce aliens, everything the gateway to space through CODY. And I think he's gonna be like a really heavy hitter. What our brand from is from CODY and Youth Mob. They're gonna be the two pillars of what we're trying to build going forward, and introduce you to every other character that we're going to go from here. Because every book that we work on, it usually feeds its connected universe, and we give you the same character from different perspectives. They're all living in the same space. Like, they all share the same universe. Like, anything you see space related in CODY, if Youth Mob goes to space, they're gonna run into those aliens and those marks, and that's what we create, like a shared universe. Every character that you see branches or connects to another property, and it's one big whole.
So if Youth Mob is your Avengers, CODY is your Star-Lord.
Exactly.
Again, a totally unique look to the character. Love the painted aspect to it. This is all digital. Your dad's doing this all in digital paint?
Yes. He converted to digital a long time ago. He was like, I can't keep all these prints, and he was like, I can't keep all these prints around me and doing all this. Like, I gotta move over. Like you tell me all the time, it's like, if they invent the iPad, I might not be doing this how I really want to, because like I can't really like get real fine details before that, because he has to zoom in and to get the real good detail that he wants from it. He couldn't do it with paper anymore, and that's where he was like, "If I thank God for the iPad."
Does he do cover commissions for people? Because he could easily be in demand for that kind of thing.
Exactly. Not yet though, but I'm getting going for it, because that's something that is like really breathtaking and is perfect for what he's trying to do. And that's what we're trying to do. Just put out our best work.
Yeah, if I had a book coming out of my own, I would be hitting your dad up for a cover right now, because he's like, yeah, I want this stuff.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people I know in crowdfunding that, they put out a book and then it's like, they haven't put out another book because they've been too busy with everybody else's projects.
Exactly.
Because they're like, hey, will you do me a cover? And they keep agreeing to it, and then they don't have time to do their own work anymore.
Exactly. So yeah, like we try to get most of the projects done on time, so he'll have that extra time to work on something like that in between while we're working on like, because our project is completely done, so it'll free him up time to work on other things.
But like this one right here, this looks like a freaking photograph. I look at it close enough and it doesn't, but still, this is.
Yeah, that's just a style. Yes, another future character, space character. She's like our Big Barda, Wonder Woman, Big Barda. She's also a space alien too. Like you when Cody comes out, she's gonna be like the backstory to his story, so you get to learn about her too as well.
And your dad has grown up reading enough comics to know comic book women have boobs.
Yes. That's one thing I can say most about my dad. Like, he has no problem drawing women. And he will give you the most breathtaking view aspects of female figure as anyone could possibly give.
Well, and one of the things that I've noticed through the years is you'll find artists who are like really, really good at drawing, these sexy women, and then their guys are just really generic looking.
Exactly.
And I won't name any names because I like a lot of these guys who do art, and I've interviewed some of them. And then you'll find like, guys that just like do these really good muscle bound characters, like a good Conan or something. But then the women are just like, they're sticks, or they just don't quite, measure. Your dad's got them both covered here. I mean, the men and the women, they look like they belong in the same universe together.
Thank you. Yeah, if he was on here, he really love that comment. Yeah, he pays really good attention to anatomy. Since he's a art teacher, he pays really good sense of pay attention really good to anatomy. He makes sure that the muscles in the neck is proper, make sure the chest is how it needs to look, the arms, like that's little things that he pays attention to. Like, he knows when it doesn't look right, and that just comes with a lot of experience from teaching. And that's one of our other characters. Her name is Sai. She's in our Natural Lights. That's one of our other titles. This was she's one of the, yes, she's one of the characters like from like think like New God. That's what she was. She's like our New Gods type of world that she lives in. There's a lot going on with our universe. It's really cool.
Yeah, so many characters here. I can't even get through all of them. And have they all appeared anywhere yet, or are these like had them ready to go? They're going to appear.
Yes, exactly. Every character pretty much that I've shown like on that main page right there has appeared so far. That's the other character's sister.
Okay, so all of these characters have appeared in books somewhere in the 3B universe.
Exactly. Every character has shown up so far. Because I don't like to put them up yet until they made an appearance. That's one thing. Like, because my dad was like, "Why don't you put this character? Why don't you put this character?" I was like, "They haven't shown yet. They haven't shown yet."
Yeah. Now, have you gone through different artists other than your dad? Because I know he did this one. I don't know if he did this one, but they're
Everything you see on our page is his art.
okay. Because he's definitely using different styles for some of the characters.
Exactly. That's one thing that we want to do. Like, if you see a certain style on the cover, that's what it looks like throughout the whole book. We didn't want to give you like a really cool cover and then the artwork is completely different. So that's one thing that we stuck to. Like, if you see that on the cover, that's what it looks like on the inside too.
I like that. I like knowing that what's inside or what's outside is representative of the inside.
Yep. And there go our character 5, and she's so far the most popular member of the youth mob so far. Is like we just looking to get like when my dad hired one of his students to work on her. She picked out 5 to just do her thing, and she's the most striking character so far. It's like when they see her, they just like. I got a nice little billboard of her. Then we got a little cardboard cut out of her, and I had posted up on one of our pages. Yeah, she's a fan favorite so far.
Yeah, well, everybody loves the cute girl with the purple hair or the fuchsia hair.
Yeah,
that's comes from reading manga. You know the girl to root for.
Yeah, and yeah, that's just one thing. That's pretty much a combination of our two influences. Like the dad grew up with a lot of the '80s. He grew up with like a lot of the '80s artwork, just comics as a whole. There, and then I was the influence of like a lot of the manga, the animation manga. That was me. And just the meshing of our two styles gave us a really unique thing. Most people really have a hard time putting together, and that's what we did with our university for. Yeah, and that's original Otto before we gave him the high top. That's when he was still working out how I'm gonna do how I'm gonna do her to look right on him. So he doesn't look goofy. That's would be like Otto, like at 14. That's him at like 14.
Okay. So obviously the thing we've got linked below and up at the top of the chat is the sign up for the CODY VALIANT. Tell us about that story. What's going to happen in CODY VALIANT that people are going to want to sign up for to get into on this?
Okay, CODY VALIANT is our gateway to space, and he is a lightning rod of a character. He's really different from every other property that we're doing. He's the first one of we call it our red label. That's our adult label title for all those books. Like Youth Mob is more family friendly property that we're doing. Like you feel comfortable giving your kids this book, that's Youth Mob. CODY is something totally different for adult fans. Like you're gonna see half naked women. You're gonna see everything under the sun, drinking, smoking. Probably you're gonna see all that in CODY. Like he's like, I say that him and Otto are like very similar characters, but Otto had better influences. Like he had more adult influence him that made him one way. CODY doesn't have that. CODY grew up in space a lot of the time, so his personality, his outlook, like a little darker and edgier than probably Otto probably would have been if he didn't have that type of influence. And that's what CODY is. It's really all over the place with him. And it's basically we call it Star Wars meets Cowboy. That's CODY.
Yeah, I was trying to find there he is again. So I'm trying to find the Kickstarter page again. I know I've got it linked here, but I can't link it out of my.
Out of your chat.
Yeah, I can't click on things in my own chat. If it's a link inside of it, I'm protected from it. But you do have a couple of images on the pre-sign up there where people can get in on it and get on the mailing list so they know when it launches, that communicate what kind of book CODY is. I mean, you got that one where he's laying shirtless in bed with two alien women, looking very, very Bowie.
Yes. Yeah, that's what we wanted. He's really confident, cocky. He's the guy that every guy wants to be, and he's the guy that every lady wants to be with. That's CODY.
Yeah, and this is exactly the image I was telling you about. And he's not just shirtless, but he's pretty much in his tidy readies.
Yep. And that's the manga inspired influence to it. Like that's something that you would see in anime or something. Like the main character has no problem fighting villains and just in his underwear.
So how big of a book is this one going to be?
This one is going to be like we plot like 36 pages, like the main story, and then we're going to get into the backside. I think it's going to be another 12 with Stealth in the back. The other character that we show, our big part of Wonder Woman character, she's going to be the backstory to that. So we're looking at roughly about nice little 40-something book for just CODY alone.
Yeah, so you're looking at 50 pages just there.
Yeah, so. Exactly. We just want to give you as much story as possible, what we're working on, and give you as much bang for your buck as we possibly can. That's one thing we always do.
All right, so folks, definitely the link to this is below the video and at the top of the chat. So if you want to get on the mailing list for CODY Valiant, the legendary outlaw hero, which is going to be the premier space title from Biff Bam Boom Comics, aka 3B Comics. Hit the link. You're not gonna leave the video if you hit the link right now. It'll open a new window. You'll be just fine. And you're just signing up to get information about it. It's not a live campaign yet. It'll let you know when it's live. So you don't even have to spend money. Just sign up and grow their mailing list of potential customers. Right?
Yeah,
we can all do that. I've already done it, or I would do it again, but it'll tell me, you've already been here. And then, of course, if you want to get a feel for what kind of books Biff Bam Boom already does, then go to the website, which is scrolling across the bottom here, 3bcomics.com, and hit that shop, and you'll be able to, here is Youth Mob already. It's, he showed it to us in his hands. It's a perfect bound book, very thick, a lot of pages. You can get it here $19.99 direct. So, you don't get none of the cool stuff that came with the campaign because it was just for the backers, right?
Yeah, that we keep that special. Like anything you get to the campaign is special to the campaign, and then we just regular merchandise on the website. You want to pick up the book, get the T-shirt. That's where you go, all that type of thing. But to make it really cool and exclusive for our campaigns, that's what you get during that campaign. Is we don't sell it anywhere else. So make that special. That's for that. And then what's on the website, that's for our other customers, that didn't know in time that they want to pick it up. But that's whenever we launch a campaign or anything like that, we want to keep something really special for you. That's your thing for backing us during that campaign.
So what kind of special things do you have in store for the CODY Valiant launch?
For CODY, we got a really cool trading card coming. So only a special card, collector's card. We're only printing that for that campaign. You can't get the trading card anywhere else. It's only during that campaign. And the Youth Mob for them is going to be a really cool limited edition T-shirt that we're going to do for Youth Mob. And we want to make things really special, give everybody their own unique space on what we want for everything going forward.
All right, so you guys, y'all can get the physical book, or you can get the digital copies down here. Everything's on the store. I didn't realize Youth Mob appeared before this Youth Mob book. I'm seeing a more comic book style over here. This isn't your dad's work here.
No,
This is,
that is mine. Any one of those are mine. That's when like my because I did a lot of the books and stories way ahead of him, and we retelling it, repackaging it, and our new universe. Like I wrote a lot of stories really fast on different properties that we wanted to work on, and then we just pulled through and started building the collected universe together.
yeah, you can see the true evolution of a comic book team from conception to final reality here. There's going to be more Youth Mob as well, though. I mean, these are all ongoings, right?
We have 13 graphic novels planned out, and then along with that is a little handful of floppies as well. So in total, after the series is finished, we're looking at 26 total books, all Youth Mob alone. That's just them. And then CODY, we looking at least like 6 books, like because his gonna come out like really nice little floppy form, and then after his series done, he's gonna move straight to graphic novels too, and that's what we want to do. We want to give you as much story as possible so you can get introduced to the characters, and then we hit you. Okay, now that you know the character, this is the character that you want. Like this is all him in this graphic novel. That's him.
Yeah, your mic is starting to really pop there a little bit, Sean. But
Yeah.
that's okay. We're nearing the end of the stream here. One of the things that I really love about 3B Comics is that this is a father and son collaboration thing going on here, and some of the best comics that I've seen come out of crowdfunding have been, dads or moms sitting at home with their kids. You're a grown kid, but you didn't start out that way when you were coming up with superhero ideas. So but things like Tale of the Littlest Umbrella, just a father and his daughter she would tell stories and he turned them into comic book stories and had them cleaned up. Pillow Man and Blanket Boy, the same way. Just all kinds of good stuff like that. So youth mob here, your father's an art teacher. Now, is he high school or university level?
University level. Yeah, he teaches a bunch of different just college students. Like he did a few elementary like early on, and from there it's like he just went heavily into college level, and he's taught a whole bunch of artists in St. Louis. A lot of artists that went off to other places, made a lot of different made a really good living for this just from him, and this is something that he wanted to do since he was my age, and he passed that along to me.
The dream of comics realized for both of you guys, becoming creators and getting out there. So obviously you need to get on more shows to get this out here. And I will help you with that right after the video. I'll get you a list of people that I work with regularly, and we pass you guys around like a blunt.
Thank you.
I stole that from Pops Van Zant, to whom I'm going to be passing you.
Okay.
But have you been on a lot of shows? Because I haven't seen you around being mentioned.
After I say October, that's when we went back into just production mode. So yeah, that's where I went. Like after we fulfill Youth Mob campaign, that's when we went back into production mode, and that's when we started jumping on CODY. Like CODY's halfway done, like so far, and we look to have CODY done by like close to the end of summer. That's when we're gonna start ripping up CODY, like going into summertime. But right now it's just like strictly Youth Mob, just promoting Youth Mob, but anywhere we can.
Well, then let's help you do that. I can definitely help with that. Sean, thank you so much for reaching out to us again, so that we could take some more looks at Youth Mob and at upcoming CODY VALIANT. and share them with our viewers here. Viewers, definitely share the video out so that more people can see Sean's work and make up their own minds about it. Link to the Kickstarter right below. Link to the comic shop. It's going right there. Just it's going to keep. You can type that. You don't have to click the link. It's not that long of a URL. Okay. 3bcomics.com is all you really need, and then shop will be a link on there, so you can follow that. But you want to go to the characters too, because they're all cool looking. You get to look at them in a much bigger version than on this little YouTube window here. Yeah. Everybody in the chat, thank you so much for being here tonight. We always appreciate you showing up, because we don't have a show if you're not here to watch it. So we're glad you're here. And as always, while you were here, we just hope you had a blast. Good night.